Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG, and we're located on the north spawn of Murovanka. And the name of the commander is firekitty. Now, firekitty is actually heavily pregnant at this moment, about to give birth in the next couple of days, so we thought we'd do these replays for her so she could watch them while she's in the maternity wing. And battle has started. Now, as you can see, firekitty's got one mark of excellence on her barrel. She's driving the M55. That's an 8-inch howitzer. I know, because it doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle. If it was the M53 with a 155mm gun, you would see the gun extending over the front. So we've got 8-inch howitzer to play with. And we've also got a turreted SPG. You can see that big turret gives it a really good arc of fire. Right, firekitty's looking for targets, and she's got quite a few of them. Quite a lot of players on her team are Unicum standard. So let's have a look. She's aiming into the Magic Forest. Oh, first customer. It's a 113. Dialing in. Oh, she got a bit of reticule bloom there. The vehicle had to move to adjust. Dialing in on the 113. She fires a round in, and well, she did do some critical damage to the 257. I think she trapped him and she stunned him. And yes, she did do some damage to the 113 because he's missing a few hit points there. He's missing 11%. Right, she's got a whole bunch of enemy targets to fire at, but unfortunately the reload time is 34.87 seconds. I think it's 67 seconds. 34 seconds. It's a long time. And she's almost ready to go, and she's got an Emil 1. She rounds out straight away, and it lands next door to the Emil with 212 hit points. She's only got 20 rounds of ammo to play with, all standard HE. The M55 is based on the chassis of the M46 Patton tank. It's just the chassis the other way round, with the rear of the tank at the front and the gun where the front of the tank would normally be. And there's a lot of tanks bunching up. She's about to shoot. Rounds out. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, God, look at that. She hit 3 tanks at once with that one shot. She got a direct hit on the Lorraine 40T for, well, it was 435 hit points, but she also hit the Object 430U and the Object 257. So I think she was really quids in there, and she's picked up a bunch of stun assist. And that Batchat 25 ton is burning. No fire extinguisher, and firekitty is about to fire. Round out. Oh, he changed direction at the last second, and all he's been is stunned, unfortunately. If he kept going backwards, he might have walked into her shell and been taken out of the game. But there are some tanks that are close to home. An AMX CDA, Canon de Defense, or is it, no, Dassault, Canon Dassault. Have to remember that. And we've lost sight of them. In fact, actually, all of the enemy in the Magic Forest have been wiped out. But the only enemy that are in sight are 3 enemy tanks. Oh, no, they've spotted an Arty at the back of the map, firing at the Canon Dassault, and we wound him for 178. There's the enemy Arty. It was right at the back of the map. That was the Batchat 155-58. And we're looking... Oh, there's an Object 430U a little bit closer to home. It's the Tier 9 version, which is well, it's a Soviet medium tank. And he's taking fire, but he's still moving about. And we're lined up. We're ready to shoot. Round out. Oh, good hit. 436 hit points, but we were spotted by the enemy vehicle. So firekitty's going to have to move. Oh, now it's the enemy Arty. And that was a direct hit by the enemy Arty. We lost 341 hit points, and there was the other Arty trying to fire at her. And unfortunately, fortunately, he missed that one. Now our reload's gone up to 49 seconds whilst we were stunned, but it's now dropped back down to 34.67. Right, we're aiming towards the south. Oh, we just lost an IS-3 to the Lorraine 15551. The enemy has 3 Arty. And there's that MXCDA and the Lurver. We're dialing in. Right on the Lurver and round out. And, oh, direct hit. Direct hit for 473 hit points. We're going to have to move because one of the RT might have been looking and might be looking for the tracer. He might have seen the tracer after we shot because they weren't keeping a note of where we were last seen. Okay, so we've relocated to get ready for the next shot. There's the Lurver again. 10 seconds away from shooting. The Lurver's about to get hit by the 257. Oh, he's going to be way too close to those two. And we lose the 257. We're going back to the Lurver again. Lining him up for a shot. And changed our mind. Going for the T55A. No, he's not going in that direction. He's actually headed south. He stopped for a second. We're almost loaded. 15 seconds to go. He's probably going to come back to this pass again, so she's quite right to pre-aim in this area, because what you do if you're an Arty player, you try and pre-aim for the places where you expect the enemy to appear, and usually they do. If you can focus your mind on the battle and you know what the enemy tanks are, you can work out where they're going to go. And that shot sadly missed the Scorpion G, but the other Arty is firing at him. Got a T92 and a GW Tiger P. Scores are even at the moment, but we've got a heavy, the IS-7. The enemy's only got a medium, a tank destroyer and 3 Arty. Going after that Scorpion G again. He's only 80% health. We're almost loaded. We're following him, tracking him. Waiting to see. We're going to do a leading shot. He's right at the back of the map. We fire. And the T-44 has been taken down. We didn't get a hit on the Scorpion. It doesn't look as if that shot hit the Scorpion at all. No. But we do know he's at the back of the map. Oh, tree went down. Now that's an indication that somebody's there, and that's probably an Arty. In fact, there's a lot of trees down in this area. So I would guess that there's an enemy Arty somewhere in that region. We're looking for the tracer. It sometimes helps if you turn off all visual cues. Oh, another tree went down. So somebody is hiding behind that house, on the corner of that house. It's a 2.2 seconds flight time from where we're located to reach the target. But I reckon somebody is right next door to that house because a tree went down there. And she's marked the target. Waiting to see if any tracer emanates from that tree. If it does, that's where the Arty is. It might just be the Scorpion G though. He was in that area when we last fired at him. Yes, it is the Scorpion G, and I was right. He was sitting on that corner. And now firekitty's going to fire at him, and the round goes in and kills him. 301 hit points. Yes, there was a tank there. Is he still there? Yes, he is. I know you're supposed to say it before you shoot, but that was just too funny, that one. We did spot where the enemy vehicle was likely to be. Oh, I heard a tracer. I heard a shell outgoing, so that an Arty is nearby. Okay, there's the Arty, very close by. And, oh, our shell arrives just after the enemy was taken out. He was killed by the Standard B. There's the Lorraine 15551. And we're not loaded, so we can't hit him at the moment. But there are still 2 Arty left on the enemy team. It's just our heavy which is the IS-7 versus 2 Arty and 3 Artys at this end of the map firing at them. Lining up a shot. He's got a 155mm gun. Always getting very close to the IS-7, but the other Arty finishes him off and stuns our IS-7 in the process. But that means there's only one enemy Arty left, and there's the last one, the Batchat 155. The IS-7 gets him, and that wins the game. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first-class tanker for firekitty in the M53, M55. She got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 12. And she got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by others. And she certainly did work for that one. If you look at the damage, you can see it's the IS-7 who managed to score higher than her. He got 3,797 hit points. She scored 3,042, but she was just beaten by the T55A and the Scorpion on the enemy team, and that's the Scorpion that she killed right at the end. He managed to get 3 kills. When you look at the table, you can see that firekitty only managed to get 1 kill. The highest scorer was the Prototypo Standard B. He managed to get 5. The T92 managed 3 kills, and the IS-7 got 2. Highest scorer on the enemy team was the same Scorpion that she killed, 3 kills to him. And when it came to base XP, it was firekitty was right at the top, 1,085 base experience points, and that was the reason for that was she was tier 9 in a tier 10 game, so she was firing at higher tier opponents. Then we've got the IS-7 with 1,016. Then the Prototypo Standard B managed to get 1,003 base experience points. So let's have a look at detail. She fired 12 rounds. She got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 11 splash, damage of 3,042 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She received 1 hit from the enemy. It was a penetration. In fact, it was a direct hit from the enemy. And I suspect that direct hit was actually from the Lorraine, because it wasn't able to wipe her out completely. And the Lorraine hasn't got the hitting power to do it, but most of the other tanks did have the hitting power. She damaged 9 of the enemy, and only killed 1, so there's an 8 difference there. She only needed 6 to get the Confederate, and of course get the highest number of tanks in difference. She did 2,421 hit points of stun assistance off 13 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 53,621 credits, and after personal missions payout of 10,724 and the repair, ammunition and consumables, she took away 28,231 credits profit. She received 1,628 XP, got 326 from personal missions payout, so she actually took out a total of 1,954 experience points altogether. So a very good battle there by firekitty, and surprising that she actually did get hit by the enemy Arty, but of course once she was seen by that Object 430 who moved as far north as he could, she really needed to get out of there as quickly as possible, because the moment she was located, 3 Artys were paying attention to her, and they were definitely going to try and kill her. In fact, 2 of them did try. 1 of them almost succeeded. But a very good battle by firekitty, and good luck with the delivery of your second child. Hopefully we'll hear good news soon. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.